So next we are going to see about Java threads, that is how to create a Java. In two ways we are creating a Java threads: by extending thread class, by implementing runnable interface. The thread class here provide the constructions methods to create to perform the operations, and class extend the object class and implementing the runnable interface. So commonly used methods are threads, thread strings names, and threads runnable or and runnable or dot string names. So here so commonly using the certain methods like public void runs. It start the run, that is run to perform the thread actions and to start the execution of a Java virtual machine calls, and then public void sleeping long milliseconds, that is it's currently executing and sleep from the sleep mode and the number of milliseconds, and then it waits for thread die by using a join. In a long milliseconds is serving a thread for the specified milliseconds. The get priority is priority to connect the threads, and then integer priority set priority values to access the thread. Likewise, public string get name to returns the name of the thread, and then set name of strings names change the name of the threads, and then current threads reference the currently executing the threads, and it returns the id by using get id method. Likewise, the return state of the thread it's used to function the start methods, and then boolean is giving is live or alive, and eld is currently executing of objects to implement the execute, and public void suspended method to suspend the thread duplicators, and resumes to resume the thread in a Java, and then stop used to stop the threads, and then boolean is having the values yes or no conditions to the thread connections, and then it makes the thread demonstrate and interrupts the thread function. Is it's interrupted, it's the thread is has been interpreted. The public static boolean interpreted it carrier thread has been interrupted. As a runnable interface, so implemented the class, and then public void runs to run the functions. So start a thread, it's connecting the multiple threads, and it's processing a multiple processor at a time. So here we are using the file names as a multi.java to extend the class as threads, that is extend the threads, and it's print the values the running thread is running the sentence, and then the strings we are creating the new object, it's dot function we are using, and then it's print the strings. The runnable interface is creating the class runnable, and then print the string running, and then create a new object and its access. Likewise, thread string name we are using string classes, and then access to the string names, and it's connecting to the start function, and then print the values of strings by using this thread runnable or string name. The file name my threads.java is creating runnable values, and then print the values from the system.out.println, and main functions the arguments, and thread is creating new class, and then it's by using calling that function the particular action will be taken over, and finally giving the output. So these are all the main things which we are going to know about a thread, and the basics of threads, and access the values, and how we can use that values. Likewise, it's creating the many methods to access the threads in a certain manners. That's all. So here we are using we can use the models of that thread by implementing the runnable interfaces that implements that system. It's accessing the creating the objects by using new and different methods we can access. And then finally it's giving to process it. So finally we have to know what is a thread, how it's created, and how the class names are created by using a threads, and then finally it's having to give the operator the values. So these are all the main things we are using a threads of a file names, and finally it's print the values of the given program. So we can use the thread concept, that is multiple tasks and multiple processes running at the same times, and it's independent on each other. If one thread is awaited, the output of the another one is not affected. So finally we are getting the output if it is connecting through that extents of each class of a threads. These are all the main thing in a threads.